What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Eclectic Beard. This go around, we'll be looking at Season 1, Episode 2 of Dad's Army. First episode, they were actually trying to get everything together. They were doing some tank sabotage training. So, yeah, let's see how the second episode goes.
His call, after a brief inspection, the men move off to prepare an ambush for enemy armored car.
Oh boy, sitting back there, he ain't hear the order to leave to move out.
Shortage of weapons is no handicap. Everything that can be used to harass the enemy is pressed into service.
Well, that didn't work so well. It just got flattened. Well, it wasn't working with a whole lot.
The men are veterans of many campaigns, but now they're fighting for their homeland, and they know every street, every bush, and every inch of their own country. For strenuous exercises like these, the men must be really fit. One thing we can be sure, if Hitler tries any of his tricks here, Britain's local defense volunteers will not be caught with their pants down.
Two of them trying to take and cross at the same time. It kind of gummed up the works there. I love this little, I would say promotional, type little video thing at the beginning.
I saw you in the light of 17
Here, the manager's late, isn't he?
Oh, well, we're on LDB manoeuvres all day yesterday. Perhaps it was too much for him.
It is like a lot of kids playing soldiers.
Now, let me tell you that
Miss King. Morning, Pike. Has Mr. Mainwaring signed the reconciliation?
Oh, they're in their act tray, sir.
I see. Mr. Mainwaring's mail is on my desk. Would you get it for me, please,
Yes, sir.
Pike? Oh, Lord.
Morning, Pike. Morning.
Dear, oh, dear, oh, dear.
We're not spreading alarm and despondency,
Oh,
are we?
it doesn't look too good to me, sir. Have a look.
Oh, dear. No, you're right, it doesn't.
You know, sir, my theory is that General Gort is letting the Boche extend his lines of communication and then bang, right in the soft underbelly.
That's funny. Someone tell Mrs. Pike that.
That sounds like another case of careless talk to me. Sit down, Wilson.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I wanted to have a little chat with you about yesterday's manoeuvres.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny, they're sitting there talking about what's going on in the war. You know, both of them more likely having served previously. It's funny hearing the talk about the maneuvers and what he thinks happening, because it's probably stuff that they've experienced before, previously.
We learned some valuable lessons, I think.
I'm sure we did, sir.
Yes. At the same time, I don't think that we got the unthinking obedience that we're entitled to expect if we're to become an efficient fighting unit.
Well, I wouldn't say that, sir.
Well, I would. When I gave the order to the men to cross the river, did I get unthinking obedience?
Well, perhaps some of them did have a thought or two about it, sir.
Precisely. And moreover, some of them put their thoughts into words.
Did they, sir?
Unless I'm very much mistaken, when I gave the order to cross the river, someone said, "Get stuffed."
Probably that Boche Scotsman, sir.
It was an English voice.
Yes, well, he's very crafty, sir, very crafty. I'll watch him, sir.
The point is this, Wilson. Whoever said it, nobody crossed the river.
Yes, well, some of us were wearing our best clothes.
You weren't in your best suit.
It was my father's suit, sir. I mean, I'm rather attached to it. Actually, Pike attempted it and fell flat on his face, of course.
Well, be that as it may, I would have welcomed a sample of cooperation from you as my second in command.
Yes, but, sir, I was the first person to cross the bridge.
But I'd explained to you that the bridge was demolished.
Yeah, but it wasn't, sir, was
You were
it?
supposed to pretend that it was demolished.
But I did, sir. We all did. We all pretended it was demolished. We just used it to help it. Pretend that we were crossing the river. You see what I mean? Without getting wet. Anyway, I'm sure, sir, when we get our uniforms, you'll be able to send us charging like madmen through every river in the county with impunity.
I'll remember.
I like the way this interaction between them two, because he's upset that he's not being followed to the letter. Well, he's bringing some levity and some common sense to it. Buttressed against his want for 100%. And even if you follow orders, even when you follow orders in the military, you're not 100% for it. It just, you're going to have people that disagree with it. So you're not going to have 100% of people behind those orders. It's just they do it, or otherwise, PT is not fun. Neither is court-martialing and stuff like that.
That, Sergeant.
Any news of the uniform, sir?
No, another 6 weeks at least. And the rifles.
I see. 6 weeks. So until then, we fight Hitler's parachutists with 1 shotgun, 15 carving knives, and Lance Corporal Jones's assegai.
You're forgetting Bracewell's number 3 iron.
Yes, I think it'd do rather better to take a wood, sir, if you ask me.
Here's the post, sir.
Ah, thank you, Pike. Well, you survived your ducking of yesterday.
Oh, yes, sir. As soon as I got home, I wallowed in a hot bath.
Wallow? That's not very patriotic, is it? You're only allowed 6 inches of bathwater, you know.
Well, I worked it out that you're allowed 7 6-inch baths a week, so that means 42 inches of water. Well, I do better than that. I make do with 2 15-inch baths, and I save 12 inches.
Yes, well, save your mathematics for your work, Pike. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Oh, dear.
What's that, sir?
Another count.
So he only takes 2 baths a week.
Closed for the duration.
Oh, no, what was that?
It's the Peabody Museum of Historical Army Weapons. It's from the curator. He's joined the Navy. The museum is closed for the duration, and he wants us to transfer all their funds to a deposit account till he returns. Make a note of that, will you, Wilson?
All right, sir, I'll attend to that. What was the name of it again, sir?
Peabody Museum of Historical Army Weapons.
All right, sir, I'll see to that. Excuse me, did you say army weapons?
By Jove, Wilson, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I doubt it, sir.
There might be something there that's of use to us.
Well, I wouldn't get too excited about it if I were you, sir. I mean, as far as I can remember, their chief exhibit is a full-scale replica of Boadicea's chariot.
They go up to the Crimean on the Boer War, don't they?
Yes, but surely that sort of thing won't be much use to us, sir.
Nonsense. British Army hasn't changed the pattern of its rifle since he threw out the flintlock. What do you think they used to relieve Ladysmith?
I really haven't given it much thought, sir.
Carbines. 303 carbines. Or I'm a Dutchman.
All right, sir, well, I'll attend to it. I'll get in touch with GHQ at once.
Oh, no, Wilson. We can't wait for all those reams of bombs to come through from GHQ. Before another dawn breaks, the sky may be black with parachutists.
So he's wanting to take weapons from a museum, a war museum, with weapons from wars past. So carbines will help, even if they're single shot, because, one well-placed shot, and that's all it takes, and ta-da! There's no gulag in real life. But at least not after getting killed, at least, for those that get the COD reference. Some of the other stuff, I'm sure, could probably come in useful too, but the fact he's not wanting to wait on, authorization for it, that's kind of concerning. Of course, and again, I could, he's a wee bit, how do I put this? Overzealous. Like I said in the last one, you can see that the fact that he's the one in charge of their unit, he kind of let that go to his head.
We must have those weapons in our hands today. Pike! Go get a handcart.
Hancock, yes. Where from?
Oh, a builder's yard, greengrocers, Boy Scouts, I don't know. Use your initiative.
Oh, yes, sir.
Well, go on, move, boy. Sergeant, parade the men at 1600 hours, ready to move off.
Well, the shops don't close until 5:30, sir.
Well, they can still be ready by 6, can't they?
Yes, well, that'll be 1800 hours, sir.
All right, 1800 hours then. Operation Gun Grab.
All right, I'll see you to it, sir. Oh, there's just one thing. If we just breeze along into this museum and take these guns and, you know, well, I mean, won't that be stealing?
There's a war on, Wilson.
I know that, sir. I'm...
No. See, it's different. It's not stealing. In wartime, it's requisitioning.
fully aware of that, but nevertheless, it is still stealing.
I am a commissioned officer, and I shall requisition what weapons I think fit for the defense of our homes and of this town. Take this down, Miss King. Under the emergency powers vested in me by His Majesty the King, I, Captain George Mainwaring,
Wait, you got emergency powers?
hereby requisition such weapons as I think fit.
That little king without...
And you can tell, I'm sorry for pausing it so much, but you can tell in his face, he is definitely not in agreement with his plan here. Like, he's thinking that he's being too headstrong and should take and go through the proper channels, which, as he said, it's wartime. So I understand, you know, kind of the wanting the men to be outfitted so in case something were to frickin' happen. At the same point in time, you still got to go through proper channels because, like you said, otherwise it is stealing. Requisitioning is something the government does, you know, in the name of national security and all that good stuff. Private citizens, even, you know, in situations like that, that's not, I wouldn't think that would be copacetic.
You hadn't come down here tonight. It makes me look such a fool.
I don't care. I'm not having you coming home like you did on Sunday, wet through, wading through rivers indeed. I'm going to speak to Mr. Mainwaring about it. He ought to be ashamed of himself.
Mum, no.
Good evening, gents. Lady. No. I've got 10 minutes before the parade begins, so I've got a few essential items here that are in short supply in the stocks. Come over here. No, I've got some hair grapes and chocolate biscuits there. Oh, and some elastic. What about that?
How much?
£5 a yard. £5 a yard. Not bad, is it? You can't get it anywhere. It's so long since it's been in the shop, some of you ladies must have been getting a bit desperate.
Hey, I'll get you paid. There's your chump shop. There's your nipper. I'll get the money off you in a minute. Mr. Godfrey, here's your sausages.
What on earth is going on in here?
Oh, it's all right, Sergeant. We're just distributing a few essential supplies.
What is...
Schweinhund, Engländer! Deutschland über alles! Achtung! There! You fools! You're dead, every one of you!
Say what? It's funny because everybody's bringing the wholesaler is bringing supplies that apparently it's hard to get a hold of, the elastic and other things. And then, of course, the butcher comes through and he's giving people their meat orders, it looks like.
That is a German grenade.
Is it?
I am a German paratrooper, and you are all dead.
Wait, he didn't take and say anything like that. How are they supposed to know that?
Now, why wasn't the sentry posted?
Well, the parade isn't due to start for another 5 minutes, sir.
No, that's right, sir. We wasn't ready.
If you think the Nazi hordes are going to wait till you're ready, you've got another thing coming.
Now, Mr. Mainwaring.
Now, in future,
Mr. Mainwaring, I'm not having my Frank coming home wet through again. You're not wading through any more rivers, are you?
We may, Mrs. Pike, we may, if Hitler flings himself upon us.
Well, if he does, that's different, of course. You expect it then. But you don't expect him to go jumping into water just to please you. I'm surprised somebody didn't tell you
They
to
did, Mrs. Pike.
Shall I get the men to fall in, sir?
Thank you, Sergeant.
Well, she is not happy about all this. You can tell. She seems like these days she'd be a helicopter parent. There we go.
Now, look here, would you mind, all of you, just falling in 3 neat rows, you know? All right? Thank you.
I'll be off then, Mr.
Thank
Mainwaring.
you very much.
Don't be late tonight.
Oh, later, ladies, please, heaven's sake. Yes, everybody. All right, squad, come on. Squad, attend, shut. Where's he got to? Men are all present and correct, sir.
No, sir. Bailey's not present and correct, sir.
Oh, why not?
Well, I got him in the shop counting the coupons. Otherwise, had I not done so, furthermore, I would not also be here present. You see, we're all counting the coupons on Monday. We always count the coupons on Monday.
Monday, yes. Thank you very much, Corporal.
Otherwise, there wouldn't be no meat.
Stand a minute, please.
All right, sir. Would you mind just standing?
Give it in the form of an order, Wilson.
Right, sir.
Platoon, steady, aim!
Excuse me. At ease already, if you see what I mean, sir.
Stand easy. Now, I won't beat about the bush, men. You know that we're desperately short of arms. So we're going to requisition what we need from the Peabody Museum of Historical Army Weapons.
Permission to speak, sir.
Yes, Corporal.
They won't let you have nothing there, sir.
I don't see why not. The museum is closed for the duration. Only some old fool of a caretaker there.
That's my father.
Your dad? Blimey, he must be getting on.
What do you mean? He's only 88. Mind you, he was very young when he had me. He got married again last year for the 3rd time. Between you and me, I think he had to.
Point is, we shall put in an official requisition. Anyway, he's too old to stop us.
I shouldn't rely on that, sir. He can get very ugly when he's roused.
Runs in the family.
There's no call for that. I'll have you for insubordination.
That'll do, Corporal.
I'll put him on the fizzer.
I don't think that'll be necessary, Corporal.
Well, there's one thing. He certainly had it for offal, I can tell you that.
I was only joking.
Be quiet in the ranks. Mike, did you get the handcart?
Oh, no, sir. But Henry's going to lend us his horse and milk float.
Who?
Henry, sir, the milkman.
Oh, really? Oh, that's very generous of him, I'm sure.
But he's come himself, sir. He's sitting on the steps over there, sir.
Ah, that's right, Cook. You see, Flash, that's me horse. He won't shift for no one else but me.
Oh, I see. Capital. Right. Pull the men in outside, Sergeant, and quick march to the Peabody Museum.
All right, sir.
It's not exactly the quickest looking march that they're doing there behind that horse and buggy. I have to say this, his he's trying to get them all up in the military bearing and stuff like that, and this whole requisitioning. Oh, Lordy. With it being the corporal's dad, 88 years old, taking and being a caretaker there, watch him be a lot more fit than what the corporal is. That horse is acting kind of like a mule. It's not wanting to take and go on, it don't look like. He's just stopping.
Okay, Captain Mainwaring wants to know why there's so many hold-ups.
Well, it's our regular round, you see.
What?
It's our regular round. Come on. I think something's upsetting. See, I always carry a basket of milk round. Come on, Flash.
Right.
Come on,
All right, you better take it.
Pull up. Somerson. Ring the bell.
All right. I think it's stuck, sir.
Well, give it a jerk.
Oh, give it a jerk. All right.
Oh, blimey, now look what you've done, sir. Oh, when my dad sees this, he'll go absolutely burlesque.
Shove it back, Wilson.
Yeah, do try and shove it back, sir, please. Oh, now look what you've done, sir. Now, when he sees that, I don't know, he'll go off.
Looks like everything is kind of shaking there, like back and forth, at least the door is. Almost like, you know, it's very unsteady. I don't know if that's set design or just accidental.
Properly, will, sir.
He'll get ugly, won't he?
Don't you start on me, young Joe.
I can hear someone coming.
I think you better let me talk to him,
Carry on,
sir.
Corporal.
Yes, sir. What you want? Hello, Dad. It's me, young Jack. Took you long enough to come round. Don't be like that, Dad. There's a war on. There's a what? There's a war on! Oh, I wondered what the noise was. How's Elsie? Well, it's her legs, you see. Her what? Her legs are troubling her. They never troubled nobody else. Fat, bulging things. Right, like an elephant. There's no need to get personal about our Elsie. We never done you no harm. You never done me no good, neither. You never deserved no good, you randy old drunk. You see, you always did get ugly. You're the one who's getting ugly. Well, sir.
I'll take over here. Now, Mr. Jones, I've come to requisition some weapons.
Who are you?
I'm Captain Mainwaring. I'm the manager of the Swallow Bank.
Captains don't manage banks.
Oh, I think if you ask anybody in the town, they'll tell you that I'm the manager. I've recently taken over command of
You're
the...
a liar. I've been going to that bank for years. You never served me.
Oh, no, I don't serve people. I'm in my office at the back.
Oh, afraid to show your face, eh? Well, you won't get nothing from me, so clear off.
I don't know, Mr. Jones.
Oh, you'll never get nothing from me. Clear off. Oh, he's done nice and riled up. Good luck finding a way into this joint. So that did not go nearly like he had planned. He go in there and just requisition whatever he's wanting, and it just, yeah, that's not going so well right now.
Yes, sir, I told you he'd get ugly.
By the powers vested in me by His Majesty King George VI, I demand you open this door.
It's no good mentioning King George VI. He still thinks Queen Victoria's the king.
All right, you asked for it. Very well, men. There's only one thing. We shall have to force our way in.
Do you think we should, sir?
I'm the commanding officer. I'll take full responsibility.
Sir, look what we found, sir. It's a scaling ladder.
There's a load of stuff round the back, sir. They've got battering rams, Norman siege catapults.
That's an idea. Couldn't we catapult someone out of the roof?
Are you volunteering, Godfrey?
I thought one of the young gentlemen might be more suitable.
Yes. Well, we saved that as a last resort. Put the ladder up against the wall. Now, Sergeant Wilson, you will follow me.
Right, sir.
I shall lead the assault, and the troops will follow.
I didn't go so well.
You're all right, sir. Not very safe, is it?
What do you expect? It's 300 years old.
Did you say there was a battering ram round the corner?
Yeah, that's right. Yes, sir. There is, yeah.
Right. Come on, men. Follow your commander.
Just looking at this joint here, I don't know if that's going to work. Just saying. Well, this was not going as he had planned at all. Everything's just falling apart. I mean, it's only, hundreds and possibly thousands a year old. Not gonna work like you want, homie. Just saying. He just opened both doors, let him go right through. All right, there you go.
Ladder against the wall, man.
All right, take it easy. Take it.
Right away.
Hey,
Sergeant, take the men up.
Corporal, take the men up.
what's up? Sorry, you'll have to have it cold.
That old fart took and thwarted them the whole time. That's funny. Between the useless stuff that wasn't working and him opening doors and pushing that down on them, they did not have a go of things like they had planned.
All right, everybody. Stand to attention. Morning, officer.
Stand easy. Well, men, we've tried force. Now we're going to try cunning. Now, this is the plan. We proceed to the museum. We conceal ourselves by the front door. Then Private Fraser, disguised as an ARP warden, will knock on the door until that old fool, until Corporal Jones's father, answers. When he does, you'll tell him that he's showing a light. When he comes out to see what it is, we will go in and shut the door behind us.
Well, supposing he doesn't open the door, sir.
We must make him open the door.
Yeah, right. I thought that's what we were trying to do a little bit earlier on, sir.
Mr. Speaker,
Yes, Corporal.
why don't you show him half a bottle of whiskey? And that will ameliorate him and stop him from getting ugly.
I don't doubt it will. Where are we going to get the whiskey?
Ah, hang on a tick. There you go. 30 bob.
It's only 15 in the shops.
Yeah, but you can't get it in the shops, can you?
Very well. Hand it over.
Oh, Taffy. That's all right. No, don't bother. I'll put it on your account.
Don't keep looking at it like that, Fraser.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't help it.
Now, you're not to drink any. Not unless you're absolutely forced.
No, sir.
Just show it to him.
Trust me. I won't take a drop except in the line of duty, sir.
Something tells me that ain't gonna make it there.
Now, you remember, Fraser? It's your job to keep George Jones occupied while we go into the museum and help ourselves to what weapons we need. We'll then load them on the transport. Mike, did you get that scout car?
Oh, yes, sir.
Good, good.
Who's this? Oh, well, that's the patrol leader, sir. He's got to come with us. He says it's more than his job's worth to let the cart out of his sight.
I see. Synchronize your watches, gentlemen. The time is now 1700 and... No, 1900 and... The time is now 9:15. That's 2 whiskers past Mickey Mouse's nose. If everything goes well this evening, gentlemen, the platoon will be fully armed.
We must part, but remember me, sweet.
I love the lengths that they're going to take and get in here to requisition stuff that probably might not work. Just this whole situation is too funny. Like, whoever wrote this, absolutely genius in the way they've set this up.
Now remember, men, keep yourselves well hidden. Fraser, tell him he's showing a light.
Right. No.
What you want?
I'm an ARP warden. Your light showing.
No, I have not.
Come outside to receive it yourself.
I'm not opening the door in my nightshirt.
Didn't know you had a door in your nightshirt.
You ought to be with it, Ma. Buzz off. What's that, whiskey?
Just keep the cold out, and every now and then. Like some.
That'll be good.
You got to open the door and come out first.
Hold on.
Come on.
Where's the whiskey? Now, where's this flaming light?
This way, come on. I'll show you.
I don't know if I'd take anything with a fire on it in a museum of ancient, of older weapons, because a lot of them took fire.
You look after the car.
There's no light showing.
Look there! Can you not see?
No, I can't. I'm going in. I can't open the door. I'll give me death a cold. Flaming exit you are. Now I'll have to get into the lavatory window at the back. Come on, give us a hand. Hey, Sergeant, what about taking these halibuts?
No. I think it's the halberds.
What about this? Special elephant shooting musket be putt and putt at Bond Street, 1835. Well, I mean, if it killed elephants, it would probably go through a tank, wouldn't it?
Put it away before you break something. Never mind, Pike, put it away. Give it to me, will you?
Well, they are going to take and tear that place apart before they can get anything. Oh, my God.
Oh, wait a minute. Look at it. There you are. A tin Liberty bodies.
The breastplate is supposed to protect the top.
Well, how do you protect your bottom?
Don't protect your bottom, Army.
Sir, look, it's what we want, three carbines. British infantry weapons during the South African War.
Ah, that's it. How many are there?
The case is empty.
Empty?
There's another notice here.
What does it say?
Requisition by Enser, 5th of March, 1940.
Enser? What on earth do Enser want with rifles?
Very off to audiences sometimes.
All right, Sergeant. Yes, sir. Time to withdraw. Back to base.
Right, sir.
What's it? Chinese rocket gun 1901 used against the Boxers.
Oh, poor little creatures. They never did pay to animals east of Suez.
That'd liven up manoeuvres a bit, wouldn't it, eh?
Yeah.
Here, watch this. Hello, it's got a sort of grenade thing on the end.
Oh, they yellow fiends.
Yeah, well, I'd make a mess of you, wouldn't it? Lovely. Come on, give us
Come
an
on,
hand.
then, let's use it. Come on, then.
Don't push too hard. I've got to find something to stand on.
Right, go on.
Hang on. I've put my foot on something.
Good.
Oh! Pull me back.
What is it?
Pull me back.
What's the matter?
I've got my foot stuck down there. Watch it.
So they're going to take the Chinese, what, firework cannon? So they go there, they tear up stuff, and they leave with nothing. All right.
Here, get a hold of that. Go on.
Very clever, wasn't it?
Well, it flushed you out, didn't it?
For a while we must part, but remember me,
I've got it.
sweetheart.
Listen, I used to put a powder in there.
And now they're trying to figure out how to use it. All right. So that's the problem with, requisitioning stuff that you've never seen.
Yeah, then run it along there, and it used to fire each one up in turn.
Right, now, look, here's the horn, what they keep the fuse powder in, look, see?
Here's the spare rockets down here.
Hey, listen, and that's where they lit it. Hey, look, son, come here. Look, if you get out that scout knife thing of yours, got a hook thing on it, well, you get unbunging those ports, we'll have it working again in no time, won't we?
That's right, General, get unbunging.
Listen.
Corporal, Walker.
Sir.
I don't want you to think that your Zealand initiative has gone unappreciated. You've both shown exactly the sort of spirit we need to get Jerry on the run. But I really do think that this weapon is too antiquated even for our purposes. We'll send it back in the morning.
We haven't got much else, though, have we, sir?
No, but even if you do get it working, Walker, I think you'll find that modern warfare has progressed a little beyond the rocket.
Yes.
I think I better have a little talk with the men. I don't want them to get downhearted about this little setback.
No, of course not, sir.
Pay attention. Gather round here.
Pay attention, everybody. Come on.
Walker.
Jones.
Corporal.
Walker.
Leave that.
Come on, round here. Make a circle round here.
Now, men, as you know, GHQ will send weapons to us just as soon as they possibly can. But in the meantime, we must exercise our own ingenuity. Now, I had an idea on the way back from the museum, and I'll give it to you.
I don't know if I'd be trusting him or his ideas, at all. Because this one surely, went swimmingly and all that.
As an example of the sort of thing we need. On the top of every hill, we're going to station large drums of old sump oil. And in sign of any emergency, we're going to spread this oil all over the road. Now you can imagine the result. If the enemy's vehicles can't get a grip on the road surface, the whole war machine will grind to a halt.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Corporal.
Tin tacks. Why don't we all have packets of tin tacks and spread them all over the road?
That's an excellent idea. Punctured vehicles couldn't get very far, could they? Get hold of all the techs you can lay your hands on, Wilson.
But Mr. Speaker, you can get them at Woolies.
Are you going to requisition it again, sir?
No. I think we'd better pay cash this time, Wilson.
All right.
Are you going to requisition it again? No. Better pay. Yeah, that's probably the best course of action, homie. Just requisitioning does not seem to be going so well for you.
One other thing. We're not going to leave here until we've made a staunch effort to improve our own arsenal. We're going to set to and finish making these petrol bombs. Now, Walker has sold us a very fine selection of empty wine bottles. Fraser,
All right, sir.
line them up and empty them.
Right.
Corporal,
Sir.
you're in charge of the funnel.
Right.
Sergeant, you pour the petrol.
All right.
Now, I'll deal with these cork and string fuses. Now, we'll work in teams. When we get exhausted, the second wave will come in.
Excuse me, sir, this petrol can is empty.
Empty?
Yes.
Walker?
Yes, well, sir, you see, I had to use it in the car to get the bottles.
I've done it, sir.
What? Oh, jolly good. Here. What have you done?
Cleared the ports in the rocket gun.
Oh, jolly good.
The fuse pad has risen away beautifully.
Really? Now look here. If we're to survive at all, we've got...
Oh, no. Oh, this isn't going to end well.
to get our priority. What did you do?
Fireworks going off after all these years. Good Lord.
Yes. Damn clever, these Chinese. Thank goodness they're on our side.
There we have it. Dad's Army Season 1, Episode 2. This show is just such a hoot. The overzealousness, because he's in command of the volunteers there. Some of these things, like... So just the fact he's talking about requisitioning older weapons from older wars. The 303, I understand that that wasn't actually a bad idea. Taking at least getting your hands on a 303 carbine. It still kill it dead. Might should have taken the elephant gun. It might could have took and put a hole in something or someone, but still. I understand he's wanting to take and, outfit them with weapons, properly train them and stuff like that. But just the way it was went about, it being the corporal's father being the caretaker, the way the old man took and basically kept them at bay their first attempt, the second attempt, when they actually got in, thanks to the bottle of whiskey, almost basically destroying the inside of that place every time they touch something, taking the Chinese rockets. Just the silliness of this, but also seeing the devout patriotism of this guy, and even the rest of them, because they're all, they might tell them to stuff it, but they're all falling in line. They're all like, they want to take and protect the country. So they're, he tells them we're going to do this, and they're going to ride along, and I like this. This is a really good show. Can't wait to take and watch more of this. Like, this is definitely one of those shows that, you don't see shows that take and play on patriotism anymore. Nowadays, you have shows that talk about people being over patriotic and how it's a bad thing. And for me, that's kind of one of those things that I don't, at least here in the U.S., they're over patriotic, or they're, and they try to paint people that are, staunchly patriotic as extremists, and a lot of times that's not the case. There's a difference between extremism and, a deep reverential love for your country. And granted, patriotism and that deep reverential love can make you blind to a lot of things, unfortunately, to a fault. But there's there's a massive difference between being an extremist and being staunchly patriotic and wanting what's best for your country and defending it. And the fact they're able to take that, of course, is set against the backdrop of World War II and make something hilarious like this. I don't think you could take in any way, maybe not even put it at, even if they were to put it at some, one of the more recent, conflicts, because we don't do wars anymore, apparently. I don't know if something like this could be replicated, like in the same type of way, because then the patriotism shown would be seen as fanatical, and that's just, the way things are viewed these days, at least here, and it's kind of sad to see. This, though, is absolutely, this is too funny. I really enjoyed this. So, y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.